The next piece is called I Carry You. This piece I wrote, my mum's brother passed away about 6 years ago now. And the reason why I want to share this today as well, because for me, like writing really helps me process things that are difficult to process. And I wrote this letter to him, and people might be like, who writes to people that are not here? But it really helped me. And I just think sometimes it can support people's processes, like how to deal with things. It's been 9 months now. I wear your jumpers. They still carry your scent. If you knew you'd cuss me, tell me to buy my own clothes. Thick hair to your shoulders, your clones in my nightmares. You'd buy me Yorkie bars. I'd hide behind the front room door, throw them at your feet. Ma would tell you to leave. You used to throw me to the stars and catch me. Your laugh contagious, your head tossed backwards. You rumbled. I was always proud, linking your arm as we'd walk strides to keep up, trying not to get hit by your white cane as you'd speed up. We weren't on good terms. Mum's outburst told us the truth. Cancer had colonized. My heart was strangled that night. I'd visit the oncology ward. Sometimes you wouldn't know I was there. My voice parked outside, your lids closed to shadows, stifled, aware sobs from choking on tears would cause you upset. The chemotherapy started. Your hair thinned. I stopped coming to see you for a while, creating new memories I couldn't bear, knowing any moment we could lose you. Prostate cancer, they said, spread to your lungs. 4 years you soldiered on. Till June 2012, your sister rang, announced you had a heart attack. I sobbed on the train. You ruffled my pixie cut and laughed hysterical. It felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest. Farewell bid with a beam. Make sure you come back for my funeral. I stood up to leave, a nervous laugh escaped. You'd become invincible. Confident decades ahead were written. Few months later in Sierra Leone, Mum rang, her voice low. Your health had deteriorated. I dismissed how serious. When I got back, Mum called again. You looked fragile, didn't like the killer bees in your wheeze, told you I'd only come home to see you. You agreed to let me stay. 3 nights, a sleeping bag, the floor next to your bed. You'd cough and wake, Farley would sit up from her basket. I'd switch on your oxygen, pass you the mask, anxious till your breath returned to a steady pace. Strength vacuumed, stairs, muscle memory, thoughts went through your head. No children wanting to share, encouraging me to enjoy the jet shower now useless. Dawning on how your loss would affect me, whispered to ask if I'd eaten. You could hardly swallow or stomach soup. You asked what I learnt in Sierra Leone. Your perspective's still healthy. We are lucky, you know. Mum told me to hug you bye. I couldn't bring myself to. I squeezed your hand, said I'd be back Friday. You nodded. Don't trouble yourself. Placed my palm on your head. We both knew this could be the last time we saw each other, with breath still in your lungs. Thursday night, sat in a university cafe sharing anecdotes. Had missed a call from my mum. A text came from a far relative. I'm really sorry, Shareefa. I didn't know how to react. My temper kicked in, news digesting, tears began to stream. The whole family was with you except me. Ma's hands on her child's difficult cheeks, trying to wake you. She shattered. You refused painkillers. Wanted to be awake when the hour closed. You smiled. I like to believe you caught a glimpse of Ma for the first and last time. Wish I'd spent more time with you, been better. Miss calling you every time I see a trampoline, laughing as we recollect Miss Trunchbull jumping with me. Wish we took you to Farm World, not as if you hadn't asked since I was a kid. I recall you bought me a hamster. Distraught we'd never met, joked it smelled worse than your dog. My dad made you return to the pet shop. I saw us losing you, still smoking roll-ups. After you passed, I withdrew, picked up a drawer. It became a part of my life, rain and fog. I leave the grocers with bars of Aero Mint, chocolate bubbles you'd gift me. I love you, Gora Mama. Wish we travelled, wish you got to visit your grandfather's bungalow in India. Iqbal Manzil, Iqbal Palace after you. You're still here. Eid's never been the same. You never had children, a father to me.